Good morning, Lewis.
Morning.
Thank you very much for joining me. Everybody, today on the podcast, we have got the gorgeous Lewis Sutton from RAW Kids Gymnastics Ashford, or if you're in the CrossFit world, you will know him as CrossFit Market Town. He was very kindly agreed to give us 10 minutes of his day to tell us a little bit about his experience of RAW, what led him to signing up, what his experience has been like so far, and anything else that we want to know. So, Lewis, remind me, how long have you had your RAW franchise running now?
It was about 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, I think we're going into the 5th month. So yeah,
Okay.
so we've
Still a baby gymnastic company.
yeah. We're still pretty new. Yeah.
Is the brilliant. And just with that in mind, just tell me, do you know, I mean, I've got the numbers in front of me, so I'm not sure how up to date you are with your own metrics, but do you know what capacity you're sitting at the moment in terms of, sorry, for anyone that doesn't know RAW, we have capacity booking, so all of our franchises have obviously up to 100%. Do you know where you're sitting at the moment?
I mean, last time I looked, I know we were over 95%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bang on the money of 95%, which
Yeah.
in human terms, hang on, I'm just doing very quick maths as we go, best to prepare for all these things. I think that puts you, is it on about 130 members?
Yeah, around that. Yeah. I think we'd have a space for about another 10, 15, something like that, maybe.
Perfect. And obviously we were chatting before we hit the record button on what we could do to maximize that. So
Yeah.
would you mind just telling anyone that's listening to this just about your experience with RAW so far, kind of why you signed up, how it's worked for you, and how you've done growth so quickly?
So we signed up to RAW because we were looking to fill some of our quiet time in the gym. We are very class based, so even though we do have open gym time, it's quite quiet for us. We're much more people come to us because they want to do the classes. So we were looking to kind of fill that time. We tried to do it with PTs, but that didn't really work too much because we have really specific open gym times. So yeah, and I saw an advert online and got in touch with you guys and set up a call. I was impressed by the kind of how it all worked. And yeah, I think kind of wanted to jump on pretty immediately, really. I was looking forward to getting started. I've got a young daughter, so I kind of really wanted to get her into this sort of thing, get her into gymnastics. And I know that there wasn't really anything in the area that was like this. I'd spoken to a couple of the parents at my gym, and they said that there wasn't really anything like it in the area. It was kind of, you had to go to another town to be able to do that. So yeah, that's kind of how we started. But we were just looking to try and create a little bit more revenue as well for our gym. We were doing really well. We kind of almost pushing capacity with our CrossFit members. We obviously wanted to continually grow we couldn't just add more and more classes on for CrossFit. So we were looking to fill that space in.
Perfect. And I'm right in thinking that you run about 12 hours of classes a week. Is that right?
12 hours of classes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we have ones in the morning between just after our kind of morning class at 9:30. We have an 11 o'clock, pretty much 4 days, and then we have a 4 o'clock every day, and then we have some afternoon classes on a Saturday as well.
Yeah, you start at 12, don't you, on a Saturday to fit?
That's it. Yeah, so it's after our CrossFit classes and beginner classes and things like that.
So you really do have that kind of beautiful timetable that just fits around CrossFit without interfering with CrossFit.
Yeah. It's not interfered with CrossFit at all. It's just filled in the open gym space. It's one of those things that we pushed. We used to have like a 4 o'clock class for CrossFit, but we didn't really find that it was particularly busy, so we kind of pushed the classes a little bit back, and just fitted it in there, and it's really grown fast, much faster than I was expecting it to grow. To be honest, it was it was definitely a surprise how quickly it grew. So, which was fantastic. Obviously, it's what you want when you're setting up something new.
And obviously, because I was there to watch your journey as you set up. Now, I am right in thinking, please tell me if I'm wrong in thinking, but because obviously what we do, as you know, at RAW is we have an entire learning platform, we have the marketing for you, we have the setup for you. You pretty much followed it to a T from memory. Like I remember seeing the post going out and thinking, oh, I wrote that from that. But that
Yeah.
actual joining experience, because we give typically 8 to 10 weeks before we open your doors to support you. How was it? Because you obviously run another business as well. So how did that fit in for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, obviously, running when you're opening up something new, you got to anticipate that it's going to take time, and you're gonna need to make sure you've got some spare time to do it. But yeah, I mean, with the support, it would have made it a lot less time because I was guided from start to finish. So yeah, I mean, having something to just follow and then seeing that work is yeah, has been kind of just so helpful. I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. Either that, or I would have made lots of mistakes on the way. And just having that support and that guidance is something that
Yeah.
really helps you along the way. It just stops you from kind of having think you might come up with an idea and then you think I'll talk to you guys and be like, oh no, that didn't really work for us, or oh yeah, that worked really well.
We
We
did
did
make
that.
all the mistakes for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, basically, yeah. And it was the same as when opening a CrossFit gym. It was the same sort of thing. Like as you go through the years, there's a lot of things you do that you look back and you think, oh, I wouldn't have done that there. Why did I do that? But having someone to talk to, having that support, you don't make those mistakes. So it just streamlines everything, makes it work a lot faster. So
And who runs your classes now? Because I know you're still involved in some classes, but how's that side been, finding people to come in and actually run the classes for you?
So we had a couple of our CrossFit coaches sort of like decide to yeah, okay, I'll do the raw training as well. So we already had those, but then I also put it out to our members. We had a few members who have got kids or previously teachers and things like that kind of wanted to get involved. And they were really keen to get involved and sort of jumped in and we came up and did the training and yeah, they've been fantastic. The whole team's been really good. When we came and did the training, they came away kind of confident that they knew what they were going to be doing on the classes. And yeah, it's just been a very kind of easy, comfortable way to start up a new business. You've taken away a lot of the kind of worries and concerns that a lot of people would have when they're starting up a new business, really.
Yeah, we do try from that side. And do you, so obviously with 12 hours of classes a week, which is what you're running, I'm just scribbling and doing maths as we go along. Are you
Yeah.
happy for me to share that based on your mum's turnover, what that would look like for an annual turnover for you if you continue?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So quick maths from Carol Vorderman over here. So if you were, so 5 months into business, 95% capacity. I know we've just talked about how we can increase your capacity, but if you did nothing else, if you just stayed where you were,
Yeah.
the turnover would be £55,848.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you did every month as this month moving forward.
Yeah.
In terms of what your gym needed, and I said, how much of a difference does that make for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's made a huge difference because it just takes off some of the pressure from what you need from the memberships and like the CrossFit and things like that. And you're always looking to like what can we do to kind of grow and what can we do to make sure that everything's supported, whether or not it be your coaches, your equipment in the gym needs replacing. Like it just creates another stream that it means that you've got that there to implement into your gym. And yeah, I was always looking at things like that to do for the gym. So having that there has been really helpful. And it's allowed me to kind of start thinking of other things going forward. Okay, right, how can we use this going forward to even like make our gym even better and better? So yeah, we're looking forward to next year having that. You mean that revenue there to be like, right, okay, what do we do with this and how do we where do we put it?
And that's, I mean, it's off 12 hours a week.
Yeah.
I know I'm
And
aware of these numbers before I come on these calls, but I put in case,
yeah.
12 hours a week, £56,000 a year.
Yeah. Not only that, like with our classes, I mean, I have no doubt that they'll carry on because we've got waiting lists on classes and things like that. It's not even just
You do have ridiculous. I'm looking at your numbers now. I think you've got nearly 100 children on waiting lists.
Yeah,
it's a business well done, sir.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to. Okay, how do we create some more space and what do we do? So yeah, it's I was not expecting it to go this well. I'll be totally honest. I'll be honest. My aim was if we can get kind of like 50, 60 kids on as memberships by like the end of the year, And yeah, what was it, 130 odd by only a few months in, 4 or 5 months in. So
Yes, with HQ then going, right, how can we
what do we do
increase
now?
capacity, still deliver a fantastic experience? And that is the route. It's very similar to CrossFit, isn't it? We talk a lot about commercials on this call, but the kids have got to come and have a great experience.
So that they stick at it and they enjoy it and they keep coming. It's like, again, as you mentioned, I wouldn't really have known what to do okay, well, I've got like over 100 kids on waiting list. What do I do? Like, do I kind of leave them there? Because I'm very aware that, they might kind of go and do something else if they're sat on a waiting list too long and things like that. So it's working out what to do to get those people in, but still not compromise the quality of the sessions. Make sure that they're still of a standard that we want. So
it's in there. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's got to be that quality, and then with some quantity. But as we've talked about, again, for anybody listening, once we get people in Lewis's position of hitting capacity, we then look at, have we got the floor space to increase class size? But then we have to take coaching up as well. So we have to put the added into a second coach, so the experience doesn't dissipate. That's how I suppose our biggest franchises, and certainly my own franchise with Raw Forge, has grown. We've created more timetable space. I'm just looking at your Friday, Lewis. You've got 39 kids on a waiting list. I can't think of a way to get 65 kids into a Raw class. Unfortunately, some of those are going to be disappointed from that side. But yeah, there's definitely scope. I'm drifting as always. Is there anything else, Lewis? Obviously, the main purpose of these videos is to talk to other gym owners who might be thinking about setting up a RAW franchise, might be thinking, have they got time? Have they got the investment, to the time investment? I think that's what it always comes down to. And what would 12 hours a week look for them in terms of return on investment? What would you say to anybody that's considering looking at RAW?
So I think in the beginning, like myself, anyone, when you're looking at a new investment, you're kind of going to think, okay, is this going to work? And you're always going to have those concerns when you're starting anything out. But yeah, I couldn't be happier that we did. I honestly couldn't be happier. It's the results we've got from it have just been incredible. And on that side of things, with the support from you guys, is just that it's just really helped. Even so, with the coaching and with the hours that I do, I jumped on a call last week, and obviously you're seeing how much we've grown and how busy we are, and you're already saying to me, okay, what can we do to support you? How can we help you get, maybe another coach in, maybe some more staff. I even had a coach train up yesterday on one of your training days, so we got an extra coach to jump in. So you're always there to every call that I have. You're thinking of things that I'm not thinking about, to be honest. Like, you're already thinking in advance further than what I'm still in the gym, and I'm still thinking about each daily session, and I'm managing the gym. So to have someone just there ready to say, okay, look, we're growing. Do you need another coach? Do you think you need this? What can you do? And there's a lot more than just the classes. There's so much more than the classes that you get out of it. And as I say, all the material, all the videos, all that sort of thing that you get. If you're unsure on anything, there's always someone to just message and be like, oh, I've got a question. And so it's been just so valuable to us, to be honest. But yeah, I would 100% say go for it, without a shadow of a doubt. I've even been telling, I've had a couple of other CrossFit gym owners message me about it, and I've said, like, do it. Yeah, if you've got the space and you've got the time and you think there's something that you can do, go for it.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you. We massively appreciate that from that point. So again, thank you very much, Lewis, for being on the podcast today. I don't think I've got any other questions, so I'll end it on that cliffhanger there. But yeah, thank you very much for your time. And
that's all right. You're welcome.
I'll see you soon.
Thanks for your help.